Hi, this is Cindy Spencer with The Joy of Receiving Love, and today we have Brianna Giza King again to come share how God has just really touched her and helped her with some really hard times over this last few months. And she's been gracious enough to say she would be able to come on here and share what the Lord has done with her, and just showed her some amazing wisdom, really. And so what I think would be cool is today she's going to share on a subject that I've actually struggled with, was how do you go, like if you see someone at church and you know they've just lost a loved one, how do you go up and talk to them and not stick your foot in your mouth or say the wrong thing? And she has some excellent tips for us today to make it really simple and loving and caring. And so, okay, Brianna, thank you so much, and you've got the floor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I just want to share a little bit with you about how to interact with someone that is going through a loss or in the process of mourning. The first thing I wanted to share, I thought that because I was an introvert, I needed to be alone and process my feelings alone, but I quickly realized that that was actually going to be really dangerous for me, because when you're left with so many deep feelings and issues by yourself, it can be a lot. And I could have gone into a really deep, dark place if I had just processed all on my own. So it was really amazing. My sister-in-law, right after it happened, she came over and she just spent time with me, and she wouldn't leave my side for about 3 days. She was just by my side the whole time. And I realized that I really did need that. I needed someone to be able to process with. I needed someone just to be there. So if you're wondering what you can do, don't disqualify yourself just because you haven't gone through a loss before, but just do what you feel in your heart and what God is leading you to do. But one of the biggest things is just to be there. You don't even have to say anything. You can just listen. That makes a huge difference, because there are a lot of things that we're going to need to process through. So the second thing is to try to identify what the person's love language is, or ask what you can do to help. This was really amazing for me when I was going through this process. My love language is gifts, and I had all these friends and family members that were sending me flowers and chocolate and cards, and that really, really meant a lot to me. So I would encourage you to find out that person's love language, and maybe it's quality time, so maybe going out with them would be something that they would enjoy, but just try to adjust to that person. And the other thing was asking what you can do to help. My uncle asked what he could do to help right after it happened. He texted me and asked what he could do and if there was anything he could do. And my response at the time was that I just wanted to spend time with them. There are times when you're grieving and mourning that you just kind of want to get your mind off of it for a while, because you've been so immersed in it that you just need some joy, you just need some happiness. So I just wanted to be around my little cousins and see them playing and having fun and laughing, and that was really good for me. The fourth thing is do not try to bring any kind of correction. I had a few people pray for me. They were about my age, and I think that they probably hadn't experienced a major loss before, but they were praying a lot of things like, let's see, just remember that we don't grieve like the world grieves, and don't let yourself be led by your emotions. Those, I understand where their heart was at, and because of that, I don't judge them, and I don't have any bitterness towards them. But that's really not what we need to hear when we're going through something like this. Really, what you need is encouragement and support. And in the same time, I had an older lady pray for me. And she just prayed a prayer that was very encouraging and loving, and was full of hope. And that's what you need to hear when you're going through something like this. Is you need hope, you need love, encouragement. You don't need to be put in your place. So, plus you don't really know where someone's at. You don't know if they even struggle with that at all. So. Just be careful about that. Something that I realized in going through this was that God gave us emotions for a reason, and they are a gift for us, and it's meant to be a compass or like a thermostat to help you figure out where the issues are in your heart. So if you're feeling anger, okay, where's the root of that? It's really just a symptom of something else that's going on. So yes, you don't want to be led by your feelings. You don't want that to cause you to react in a way that's not going to be helpful to you. But you do want to value your feelings, and I would say if you're trying to help someone through this, validate their feelings. Validate if they say that they are angry, say, I understand that you're angry, that's okay. And just the only thing is that you don't want to stay there. You don't want to stay angry. You don't want to stay bitter. But you want to move forward past that. So, just helping someone move through that would be helpful to them. So my 5th point is give good, meaningful hugs. Don't just give like a little half hug, but really hug them and hold on to them, because hugs are very healing, especially for someone that their love language is physical touch. That could really mean a lot to them. And it's simple. It's something simple that we can do. Obviously, you don't want to hold on to them if they're starting to retract from you. You don't want to keep holding on, but that is a way that you can help someone. Number 6, validate their feelings and help them work through them. We talked about that a little bit before. Don't shame them at all for any of the feelings that they're feeling. Don't make them feel guilty, or, just make them feel bad for having those emotions, for feeling bitter, angry, but just listen to them and just hold them, just be there for them, because it's okay for them to feel those things, and that doesn't mean that they're going to run out and do something crazy. They need to feel that. They need to go through that process of feeling those things. So, number 7, know your place. Consider how deep your relationship is with the person. So if they're just an acquaintance, just saying, I'm sorry for your loss, and saying, if there's anything I can do for you, let me know, or even just giving a hug. Those are great things to do. If you are a best friend or a spouse, I would say just listen, just hold them and listen to them and let them pour it all out, and don't judge at all, but just listen intently, ask how you can help, and help them set goals. Like I said, not wanting them to stay where they're at, and hopefully they want the same thing, but helping them to have goals for where they want to be coming out of this. So that's pretty much it. Those are some of the tips and tools that I have to share with you about how to interact with someone that's going through a time of mourning and healing and in their hearts. So hopefully this helps, and thank you.